Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Brandon Hawthorne here, owner of Twisted Plants, where he has two locations, one in Cudahy and one in Milwaukee on Brady Street. Brandon, thanks for jumping on with me.
For sure. Thank you for having us.
It's my pleasure. Do you mind if I asked you 6 questions about Twisted Plants and share it with our clients and community today?
No, go right ahead.
All right, here we go. When people ask you what Twisted Plants does, how do you describe your business?
Yes, so Twisted Plants offers a vegan alternative to the everyday American diet, whether that's mac and cheese, chicken, ribs. Twisted Plants is here to veganize it and put a healthier spin on it.
Wow. And that there's a huge whole vegan like evolution coming up where people are starting to become more health conscious and just monitoring what they put in their body. And there are not a lot of places that you can find like this. So thank you for bringing this out in 2 locations. So what were your plans when you started Twisted Plants and how have your plans changed in your business?
So our plans, my wife and I, Ariel, was to initially, go the food truck route, which we did. Saved up our money, used some of our 401k and credit cards to start our first food trailer back in 2019, and the demand was very high, and the response was very well received. So we just took that, and honestly, when we came across the opportunity to go to a storefront,
Uh-huh.
we jumped on it, and that owner was looking to get out the business, and we said, this might be our calling, because at the time, I personally had been laid off. So this was, of course,
Mm.
during the whole pandemic phase and COVID. And once I got laid off, the opportunity came. I said, if we're going to do it, we might as well do it now, because what else do we have to lose? So it was one of those
Absolutely.
situations to where the opportunity happened after we initially started the food trailer and to jump into the brick and mortar.
Wow. So you went from a food trailer in 2019, and then how soon after that did you get your first brick and mortar location?
Actually, probably about a year later.
Wow. Okay.
Uh, we was in the midst of the pandemic, wasn't able to open our dining room, which was kind of like it was its own challenge, but also like its own awakening for the fact that it taught us as a team how to, I guess, build a more authentic relationship with not
Mhm.
having so just working on us and working on our system.
Absolutely.
Uh, so yeah, it was a whirlwind, but we're glad that it happened how it happened.
Absolutely. So then the second location on Brady, right? So when did you open that one?
A year after, not even a year, probably a year and a half. So our first day of opening was June 1st, I want to say, of 2022.
Okay, you've been moving quickly. Congratulations.
It's kind of scary. And that's like the demand is there, but us as a company, we're always learning every day. So we trying to, like, I guess, reflect back on our business plan and make sure that, okay, yes, this is one of our goals to expand, but also to look back and say, are we expanding too fast? So right now, the hardest challenge is, employees and, just making sure that the core values are still intact with whoever you bring in to help you succeed. And
Mhm.
that's been a challenge. But, our team, we have some people that have been here with us since day one from the food trailer and pop-up days.
That's wonderful. So besides offering great food and jobs to the community, what are other ways that you impact the community?
Definitely. So we definitely, and I always end with support your local businesses, just because and the community is the most important. We wouldn't be here without one, the vegan or vegetarian community, but also our local community. And we work with Boys and Girls Club. We work with Goodwill. So the Boys and Girls Club, we are working to do more like cooking demonstrations and like health seminars. The Goodwill, they have a program to where they want to place people for jobs and give them like uh, life or actual work experience in the restaurant industry. So we partner with Goodwill on that end. What else? And just giving back to charities and schools and farm sanctuaries. So that's a little bit of how we're giving back and trying to make an impact on our community.
Yeah, so many wonderful ways. And I heard you mention earlier too, you talk about your core values, and it's so important to have core values. Do you want to share any of your core values with us? That's a side question, but when you talk about it, it's pretty cool.
Uh-huh. And so we have just revised what we want to do with our core values. So we wanted to use plants as the base of our core values.
Wow.
And that's around so people, uh learning, accessibility, nourishment. What else? What was the T?
Those are great.
Yeah, and it's T as S was sustainability. So I gotta think about what T was,
All good. I love it. You got it.
but yeah,
So great. Well, thank you. I know I asked that just because you mentioned it. So thanks for sharing that with us and our viewers. So you talked about some of the challenges already. What is another challenge that you have faced that business owners could really learn from? I mean, growing so quickly, things must have popped up.
yeah. And so my wife and I went in blind. I won't say blind, but we did do some research and background checks and all that good stuff. But in regards to the numbers, the margins are very small, and so I guess making sure that your menu items are priced appropriately
Mhm.
could be either the success of your business or the downfall. And we reflected on the last 2 years that we should have been paying more attention to our numbers. And now that 2023 is here, we're making it putting our best foot forward to make sure that the accounting part is solidified. So that's probably my advice to any business owner is to just make sure you pay attention to the numbers and learn. Just don't take someone else's word for it. Actually look at the documents, whether it's a P&L or a balance sheet. Just look at the documents.
What great advice. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for sharing that. So my next question for you is, what does the future look like to you, and do you have an exit plan?
Yes, the future look like at least for uh, growth. So we're definitely hoping to expand. I think we want honestly like 4 or 5 locations in Wisconsin. So whether that be
So,
West Dallas or Madison, West Bend, or something like that. So the options are open.
so exciting.
So
Well,
and
you're on the right track. What about an exit plan?
yes, so we do have goals to uh be in the restaurant industry, but on a different level. So we definitely want to be more behind the scene. My wife and I are still handling the day to day,
Okay.
but the goal is to step away and work on other ventures. So I know one of the things we want to do is now open up like a shared kitchen because when we first got started, a shared kitchen was hard to come by, and
Mhm.
I think once we uh, put forth our effort into letting everyone that wants to have some type of skin in the game when it comes down to the restaurant industry. If we can put a hand in that or play a hand in that, that's our plan. Our extra strategies, honestly, for our businesses to be running themselves, and you know, I won't say we'd be somewhere in Miami or Hawaii or something. So
Absolutely.
just we definitely hoping to be around for dozens and dozens of years. That Lord's will be.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Well, congratulations on all of that growth and the idea, we talk about in, with our clients that the idea of a business, the definition is a commercial profitable entity that runs without you. So it's okay that you're doing the behind the scenes or, those passion projects behind because you're running a great business. So that's awesome that you have that vision.
Thank you.
You're welcome. My final question for you is all subjects open. What inspires you most?
Ooh, great question. What inspires me most, and I can probably verify for my wife or speak on my wife as well, is just seeing customers happy. Putting out a good, consistent product and seeing that customer make that 5-star review or seeing them smile and finish their place. I think that's what motivates us the most. And that's what we try to teach our team is like, I honestly do it for the customers and I'll try to let them see that, that's the reason why we're here, just to please the customers. And that's probably one of the biggest challenges, but it's also probably one of the biggest rewards.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for sharing Twisted Plants with us. Now, if somebody wants to enjoy this awesome vegan friendly restaurant or multiple restaurants, what's the best way for them to get the information to do so?
Yes, I say definitely. If you're hungry, want to grab some grub, check out one of our locations, either in Cudahy or on Brady Street. But if you just want to check us out and hear our story, go on the website www.twistedplants.com, and you can also follow us on social media, Instagram and Facebook.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time today, Brandon. Good luck with 2023 and keep on growing.
Thank you, appreciate that.
It's my pleasure. Bye.
Bye bye.